new episode is finished rendering. This is generally my favorite time. Right after we finish an episode, I feel free and clear and just lightweight, but we have to immediately get to work on the next episode because it's already been filmed. So that sense of relief is not as palpable, but it's definitely there. Once again, I had stuff that I was gonna talk about. I'm always like, oh man, that'd be great to talk about on the vlog. And it has completely escaped my brain. So, never mind. I was gonna say. The world record for a mile run is 3 minutes and 43 seconds. Nobody thinks that they can run that fast except for other world-class athletes. Nobody is expected to be able to run a mile that fast. However, when it comes to mental tasks and productivity, we all somehow have this misconception that we can all be like these top performers. Mentally. Back when I was doing the vlog every single day, I looked at Casey Neistat and I was like, how is he doing this? He's making these awesome videos every single day, uploading them at 8 a.m. When does he have time to sleep? When does he have time to eat and exercise? Now, much later, it turns out that he didn't have time to do all of those things and he was just sprinting really hard. But to even be able to sprint really hard like that for 2 years is mind-boggling. Also, another thing that I was unaware of at the time, but am aware of now because of later interviews he's done, he was making $60,000 a month in ad revenue. If I was making $60,000 a month in ad revenue, you bet your that I would have a vlog out every single day at 8 a.m. No question. But also like him, that money would only be a motivator for so long because my body physically would not be able to take it. But anyways, going back to the topic, mental activities and mental abilities and productivity and these people who can just do, not everybody is able to do that. And I think there's a range. We can always push ourselves to do a little bit more. But what's actually sustainable, I don't think it's wrong or misguided to just be like, yo, this is probably what I'm able to sustain. And it would make more sense to not try to push myself too hard and just stick within the boundaries of what I'm actually capable of. Some of us are gonna be able to do more than others. And I want to not feel shame about that. Like I've always felt like I should be doing more. But then when I try to do more, I'm just so exhausted and I'm like, I can't keep this up. And I'm unhappy trying to do this much. Anyways, all of this is to say that I think I found a pretty good balance in my life of work, life, exercise, sleep, eating, and I'm not able to accomplish as much work-wise as I would like, but after quite a bit of experience with doing stuff, I just realized that that's just probably just what I'm capable of. At least right now, maybe I could have more energy later, but okay, I need to go to my mother's studio because people always touch knobs that they're not supposed to. I don't know why. I have it set up so that you only need to touch the knobs that you need to touch. Touching any other knobs can only lead to ruin. It will not get you anything. It will only hurt things. But people still, they just like, oh, maybe it's this knob. No! If it's not one of the knobs I've labeled, something else is wrong with your phone. Okay, as near as I can tell, it must be the cables going to the speakers because the left one is quieter than the right one. But then when I switch them, they kind of sound right. And speaking of knowing your limitations, I don't feel that great. So I'm gonna end the vlog here. I'll see you tomorrow, right now. See you then. Hello and welcome back to the vlog. A couple things happened. First, my mother got sick. I think I mentioned that before. I tried to limit my exposure to the virus as much as I could. I was not successful. So, subsequently I was sick with the flu. Today would have been 2 weeks to the day. I got better like 2 days ago. Still not 100%. While I was sick, I got a text message. And that text message said, "Your car is ready." I I cannot tell you how good it is to have my car back.
Oh man, don't have to pay for gas, leather seats.
Oh, come on, man. It was 3 months. I did not have this car for 3 months. Fortunately, the part was under warranty, so I got a rental car for it. Man, it's so good to have this car back. I actually enjoy driving. When it's a car that I picked out that's really nice, oh man, come on. And I got such a good deal on it, come on. So today I was supposed to be doing a collaboration video that, if you've been watching the vlog for a long time, you might be able to guess who it would be. It has nothing to do with normal hiking YouTube. That's a pretty big hint. And we had it all planned out, and it was way before I got sick. And I was like, surely there's no way I'll be sick for 2 weeks. I was sick for 2 weeks. We have already rescheduled it though. Also, while I was sick, apparently fall just decided to come immediately. And it is quite cold outside, but it is also very beautiful. Speaking of fall, the other thing that happened was Halloween. The grandkids came over. Apparently they made this little note that says, "Do not take more than 2 pieces of candy. Warning, camera in use." And I guess this is a little webcam. Candies. Unfortunately, I missed all the festivities because I was sick. I haven't seen any pictures with my mom, but the 2 kids were Luigi and Gooigi, and I'm pretty sure my mom was Princess Peach. Also, I've noticed that new Lego figures have appeared. This looks like a freaking R-Type ship or something. That is really cool. Anyway, I cannot tell you how good it is to be back in action. It feels so good to be alive again. I despair. When I get sick, I despair, and I think that I will never feel better again. I forget what it's like to feel normal. And I'm like, this is it. This is it for me. It was a good run, but this is it. I gotta be more patient, obviously. I'm not a very patient person in general, but I gotta remember that the immune system takes time to do its work. A new foreign invader, it has to look at it, figure it out, then build enough materials to fight it. So it just takes time, man. It takes time. Come on, what's up? Why is my wallet open? This is my mom's jacket, but it's so cold in here, man. Let me answer this question yet again. The reason it is so cold in here is because this house does not have central heating. It has baseboard heating, and the baseboard heating makes the electricity really expensive, so I do not turn it on. Anyways, it's time to eat lunch and watch YouTube videos. Who would have thought that just a simple thing like being able to eat lunch like a normal human being would bring so much joy to my world? So this was made by Pat. I figured I should actually hang it on the wall properly. I should probably get an actual frame, and I should get a frame for that. That was made by Dahlia, and it's supposed to be vertical, and there's some writing that's cut off, but maybe one day I'll actually get a proper frame. You know what I should do? As soon as one of these falls off the wall, I'll get a frame for it. So that way, I don't actually have to get the frame right now. And then when it does fall off, I will be justified in getting the frame. So having a public-facing existence. Recently, there's some science YouTuber, I had never heard of him before. And his name is William Osman. And he made this video called I'm Done. And it perfectly encapsulated and showed the feelings of how I feel about being in the public existence. It does not matter how many positive comments you get. You can get 99% positive comments, which we do, but 1% of comments will always be negative. But it's even beyond that. It's not just negative comments that get you down. It's that you start thinking about what other people think about you. Instead of just doing what you would normally do, you start thinking about, oh, this person said this about what I did, so now when I do this, I'm self-conscious about that. And for me, the only answer was to just stop reading comments entirely. And I'm sorry for those of you who leave nice comments, and especially if you really want to say something and you want me to read it, I can't read any of the comments. I haven't read Adventure Archive's comments for like, it might be like 2 years now actually. And I know that sounds ungrateful, but it came to a point where I was thinking, you know, I can either keep reading these comments and then eventually go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, or I can stop reading the comments and then just make what I make. Now, Patreon messages, on the other hand, I read every single one of those, and I will always respond if you send us a Patreon message. But I think that kind of goes back to what I was talking about, knowing your limitations. Whether that's a character flaw or not, when I hear people talking about me, good or bad, it's too much for my brain, and I can't handle it. If somebody's talking about me directly to me, that can be more manageable. But just like this ethereal internet, so many thoughts. So anyways, just to reiterate, if you didn't know that I don't read comments, I don't read comments. My boy Tim Rogers makes the best videos, and people still complain and are constantly like badgering him about stuff. And I just want to be like, Tim Rogers, don't read the comments. Just make your amazing 10-hour Cyberpunk 2077 videos. Next one he's gonna do is Boku no Natsu Yasumi, and he's doing Final Fantasy IV. Happy days, the Fonz. Okay, so not in running shape yet, but I definitely need to at least get back in shape as quickly as possible. So I'll start with some walks. I was supposed to teach one dance class a week for the month of October, and I was able to do 2 of them. But I have a class on Sunday, so I need to get back in shape. Will I be able to in time? Probably not. But I'll teach the class regardless. Whether I'm in shape is a whole nother thing. Oh man, it feels good to be out. It does not feel good to lose my shape so quickly. Oh man, never did I think a walk could be that exhausting. 1.6 miles, 30 minutes, and really tired. Going back to limitations, I used to be really good at basketball. I played basketball all the time. When I think back on it, one of the biggest hurdles to consistently getting better for me was injury and sickness. Every time I would have a long stretch of time where I was getting better and better and better and better, I would either get sick for 2 weeks or get injured for 2 weeks, and then kind of just undo a lot of the progress. It was really hard to get consistent gains. But then you look at like NBA players, they play 80 games a season, and somehow they almost never get sick and they rarely get injured. Incredible, dude. It's gotta be like genetics or something. All right, let's go see if we can fix the studio's audio once again. I was definitely already getting sick when I tried to fix it earlier in the vlog. Feeling pretty good today though. I think we can figure it out. And I've got my new car, so I don't mind driving there. Let's go do it. Not sure exactly what the problem is. I think maybe the mixer just has like some dust in it or something. That has happened many times with those kind of cheap mixers. Anyways, it's still not fixed yet. I'm gonna have to wait until... There was actually a bunch of people there, so I couldn't test at a proper volume, so I'll have to come back during the class. Anyway, it's fine. This is boring. This is not interesting. Let's move on. Okay, that will do it for today's Vlogorio. Thank you very much for watching. It's good to be alive again. I'll hopefully see you sooner than I saw you last time. But until then, thanks for watching. See you then. When it comes to mental tasks and productivity, we all somehow have this misnomer, what is the word I'm looking for? Misconception. So I do not turn it on.